CIR is an advocacy and action organization. We advocate for immigrants of all types to help them assimilate into our culture and to get their papers done right and to find the resources necessary to be successful here in the United States. And we also provide a platform upon which people, which individuals and organizations can interact with the immigrant community. By the definition of what an immigrant has left everything that they consider as home, and so they're displaced and they're disoriented. It's sort of like us going off somewhere on vacation, and when we first get there we don't really know what's going on. But it's much more difficult for them because of the language barrier and because they're outside of all of their comfort zone. And so just helping them find information to carry out their life, that's a big issue with a lot of immigrants. One of the things that's surprising, I guess, for most people to think about is, as the majority culture, as long as there's just a few immigrants, we seem to be comfortable with them. But when we see more and more and more immigrants, we're not quite as comfortable as maybe as when there's just a few of them. And so I think that immigrants often perceive racism or that people don't accept them very well, and maybe on our part we don't really recognize that that's what we're doing. We often help people when they first come here and try to help them learn about how to become a citizen, and we've actually helped some people all the way through the process. We work in what many people would consider under-resourced communities. Those communities are often made up of the immigrant community, Latinos, Africans, Asians particularly, but of many other types as well. Those communities, a lot of people are isolated. They don't know that, partly because of the language barrier, partly because they don't know how to reach out to the person beside them. They're of a different color, they're of a different race, often of a different religion. And one of the things that CIR does is go in and help break those barriers down so neighbors get to know one another, and then when they get to know each other, they discover the abilities that are in that neighborhood, some of the assets that are in that neighborhood, and in that way are able to solve some of their own issues within the under-resourced communities. Well, it does seem daunting to do what we're trying to do, but America is the result of this type of work. We are the melting pot. We are the group that is full of immigrants, and as our culture evolves, it's always evolved through immigration, and it will continue to do so. So while we often feel like the little boy on the beach who is trying to rescue the turtles and didn't see much success, but he said to somebody, "At least I saved that one." But in the end, this is the American experience. Well, I would like to thank AARP for the award and for recognizing the work that we've done amongst international communities. I hope it will spur others to take up the gauntlet and to work with some of these communities that are often forgotten because of various reasons, but they are what make the American experience truly American.